And just before you begin to relax very deeply to the sound of my voice, I'm just going to talk a little bit about speed reading. Being able to speedily read material is a massively useful tool. We've probably all thought at one time or another, if only I could get through this material in half the time, or even quarter of the time, life would be so much easier. Because of course life is busy and time is short. If you have to read reports, endless emails, technical or academic material, or whether you just want to learn more or read more thriller novels, having the ability to read much quicker will transform the way you work and learn. But what do I mean by speed reading? Well, the average person reads from around 200 to 250 words a minute, whereas a speed reader can reliably go up to speeds of 1,000 words a minute without damaging and hopefully increasing their comprehension of the material. When you speed read, you need to skim the material very quickly, and we can distinguish between reading and seeing. When we read something in the usual way, then we vocalize each word in our mind. You can even see some people do this as they silently mouth each word they're reading. With speed reading, this habit needs to be replaced with instantly seeing, not just a word, but a series of words, so that you can race through the material and move on. So without the sub-vocalization of words in your brain, you'll instantly become quicker. This session will focus on encouraging a state of photo reading. This involves enlarging the peripheral vision and engaging in a trance-like state as you whiz through the words. This instant comprehension is akin to the amazing natural skill that some savants demonstrate, whereby a random number of, say, scattered beads can instantly be read to an exact or very close number. The individual beads are not counted separately, but the savant instantly sees or comprehends the large number. Magnetic imaging of brains working in this way shows an increased activation on the right side of the hemisphere. The right side of the brain is the part that instantly sees patterns rather than having to laboriously and slowly work through sequences. This dramatically shows the brain's potential to instantly see and comprehend large numbers of data. When you tap into this potential when speed reading, then you'll literally have more processing power. This session is going to be wonderfully relaxing, as well as practically upping your reading and comprehension rate. And now, I'd like you to begin to relax, with your eyes open at first. And whether you're relaxing, lying or sitting down, really doesn't matter. So, with your eyes open, I'd just like you to get the sense of fixing your eyes determinedly on a spot someplace. It might be a spot on the wall or a curtain or anywhere at all, really doesn't matter. Just focus your eyes on some particular spot. Okay, now, just harden your stare at that spot so that your eyes stay perfectly fixed, and with determination, 100% of your focus can be on that area. Totally focused. That's it. Your eyes like laser beams, focusing on that spot. And in your mind, you can play around with that image. You could imagine it being dragged by the power of your gaze towards your eyes right now, almost as if through sheer force of will, you can imagine it changing color or becoming larger. That's it. Just through your imagination. And keeping those eyes open a little longer. And whilst this is happening, you can partially be aware that your left hand could be relaxing a little more. Just be aware of that in your peripheral sensory awareness, or your toes, and the deep rest of your feet can have already begun to feel more comfortable and relaxed right now. But your main focus can be through those eyes, staring hard at that spot, even as your breathing perhaps slows slightly, bringing stillness and cleansing calm to your shoulders and back outside of yourself. Really focus and now be aware of the peripheral area around that spot. How even as you focused on that area, you can be aware of the other parts in your peripheral vision. That's it. Just absorbing the whole visual field as you relax deeper, because your mind can take in patterns at incredible speed, quicker than you know about consciously. And also your imagination is an infinitely powerful tool that can warm your hands just from a couple of minutes imagining them around an open log fire, that can make you salivate purely by imagining a food or a drink you'd like to have. And that can make those eyelids feel heavier by imagining tiny weights pushing them down. Tiny yet very heavy weights pushing down those eyelids, all the way down, right the way. That's it. And when those eyelids really feel like closing, still aware of the peripheral space around that spot, then they can just close all the way now, as you suddenly go so much deeper. And now, behind your eyelids, with them gently closed, you can just get the sense of that peripheral area in your mind's eye now. visualizing that space in your side peripheral vision as you relax deeper each and every moment. You can notice, can you not, the comfort spreading up those legs, soothing and relaxing each and every fiber. And you really don't have to try too hard to do anything at all except float on my words all the way into a deep, refreshing and comfortable rest, assured that you can learn all kinds of things on a level below consciousness. And you know, you can just begin to breathe your way into relaxation and physical calm. And as you notice the hands beginning to sink and feel heavy with calm, or maybe even a little lighter with deep rest and comfort now, you can begin to get a sense of the sensations in the larger muscles of your legs and how they feel so relaxed in a few moments as the thighs and backs of the legs and shins and calves all begin to feel more relaxed now. And in your mind's eye, you can see all kinds of things sometimes. And right now, it's right that you can get the sense of writing and seeing writing on a page. And it's a page full of the word relax. That's it. And although there may be 1,000 words relax on this page, notice that as you focus, you can be aware with your peripheral focus too. Eyes can see all those words relax at the same time. So you can read that entire sheet of paper right now. Relax. And I'd like you to think about a switch in your brain. And it's as if 1,000 word a minute switch is being switched on in your mind right now. You can get the sense of another sheet of paper with a narrative on. And in your mind, without necessarily getting a sense of exactly what those words are yet, just get the sense in a moment or so of reading that sheet so quickly. That 1,000-word a minute switch has been switched on in your brain. Feel that happening. Your eyes left to right so rapidly, seeing the words, whole sentences at a time. That's it, seeing the reality behind the words, almost as images. Right now, just get a sense of zooming through these words at amazing speed. And the words are really speaking to you, seeing the reality behind the words, getting faster and faster. Notice that now in your mind, reading some words in your mind's eye on a page so fast. And when you practice this every day, without sounding the words in your mind, but just seeing them on the page, when you practice this day by day with writing in the world, there are all kinds of books and articles to be read and understood. And again, now, get the sense of a whole load of text to be scanned at 1,000 words a minute. And just get the sense in your mind of speeding through so much text and finding it really speaks to you as you comprehend exactly those flowing words, so fast, right now, whizzing before your eyes. And this time, really get the sense of your trancing out to those words and just scanning them so quickly. And you're going to notice this when you read speedily in future and seeing with your peripheral vision half a line at a time and reading that right now. That's it. From left to right, darting through. Seeing the words. Because your mind automatically knows how to fathom the meaning of the word. So you don't need to read it in your mind or word it in your mind. It's just printed onto your eyelids. And now, in your mind, you can get the sense of picking up a book. Chapter 1, or maybe it's a technical book or a textbook. It really doesn't matter. Or just imagine feeling that book in your hands, the texture and the weight of that book, even the temperature of that book in your hands, and going someplace quiet and comfortable to read that book. And you're going to read that in a magically enhanced way. Sitting down, opening that book, and beginning, that's it. Like the way an aeroplane starts on the runway, slower at first, then speeding up. You find that with this reading right now in your mind with this book, almost as if you're going to read this book in a matter of moments, whizzing, seeing the words, floating that along with the words so rapidly, fast forwarding through that book, but really feeling as if you've connected to the knowledge from this book. Do that now in your mind, so rapidly, left to right, flickering through right the way through, flickering through the book, incredibly fast. That's it, whizzing through the book, very, very quickly. Finding that naturally, even without trying, your reading is really speeded up. That's it. Getting faster and faster and faster. So quickly. That's it. Spending a few more seconds now just flickering through this book so rapidly, from left to right, very, very fast, right the way through the book. That's it. Flickering through right to the end of the book. That's good. You can imagine the word relax in your mind. You're just seeing the word relax in your mind. That's it. But you don't mouth it in your mind, you just see the word. You don't sound that word in your mind, just see it. Just see the word speed and reading, speed reading. But just seeing the words, just looking at them, like you'd see a tree. That's it, or you see the sun, or the moon. You don't have to word these mouths in your mind. That's it, you just see them. And you'll find speeded up reading happening spontaneously and with your application more and more as you skim so quickly through those words, faster and faster day by day. And every day you can notice yourself applying this, practicing this, listening to this and relaxing deeper each time. Naturally speeding up. That's it. Seeing whole sentences at a time, just seeing them. That's it. And for now, you can begin to drift back to the here and now. That's it. In a few moments, you can open your eyes and come back fully to the room, feeling wide awake and fully alert. That's it. Getting a sense of your surroundings again. The space around you. The shapes and colours. And right now, just open your eyes and come back to the room. Excellent.